Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Martin and I work for Grand Staircase Escalante Partners, and I'll be going over how you can record your presentation for the ways of understanding and protecting land and water resources in the Grand Staircase Escalante Region Symposium using PowerPoint, which is the way I created this video, so this will give you a good idea of what you can expect from your recording. Once the slides for your presentation are finalized, you can start recording a video of your presentation in PowerPoint. The first thing you want to make sure you have is the Record tab, which is located in the upper middle part of your PowerPoint window. If you do not have the Record tab, just right-click somewhere on your ribbon, go to Customize Ribbon, and check the Record tab. Once you have it, the Record tab gives you several options, including the Record button with a drop-down arrow allowing you to record from the current slide or from the beginning, which is what we'll be using to record our presentations. There are several other fun tools you can play around with to incorporate into your presentation, but for most of our presentations, they will not be needed. Once you choose to record your slide, a window will pop up that has a Record button, a Stop button, and a Replay button. Before you start recording, you'll want to check your settings in the upper right-hand corner to make sure that you're using the correct microphone and camera. The defaults for this are probably fine, but make sure you're using the same microphone and camera that you use for video conferencing like Zoom. Most computers will just have one option for each. The next thing you need to do is adjust your settings in the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to bring a screen grab of the lower right-hand corner to the middle of my slide so you can see what it looks like behind my video. Here, you can turn your microphone on and off, which you definitely want turned on for your presentation, along with the option to have your video turned on. This will record your face as you talk, like in this video that you're watching now, which is a nice thing to have turned on since all these presentations are pre-recorded. It creates a more personal feel for the audience, but it's totally up to you. One thing to keep in mind is that the square with the video recording will cover up a small portion of your slide in the lower right-hand corner, so you may need to adjust your slides to compensate, which is the problem I ran into here. You can also turn the video preview on and off if you want to record your face during the video, but don't want to watch yourself talk during the live recording. Another thing that you can add to this screen is notes. If you type notes for yourself in the PowerPoint presentation, they'll pop up here so you can read them as you record. They'll not be visible in the actual recording of your video. You can make the note text larger or smaller by using the icons on the right. Once you're happy with all these settings, you can start recording by simply pushing the record button in the upper left-hand corner. PowerPoint will then give you a 3-second countdown and will start recording your voice. If you need to, you can press pause to temporarily stop your recording, and then resume by pushing record again. When you're done recording what you need to say for that slide, press stop and listen to the replay. If you're happy with the recording, simply press the arrow to the right to go to the next slide. When you go to the next slide, allow for any slide transitions to occur before you start recording again. Nothing will be recorded if you talk over your transitions. Once your slide transitions are done, hit record again and talk about the slide, hit stop, replay, and then move on to the next slide, and so on until you're done with your presentation. If you mess up or don't like your recording on a slide, you can stop the recording and go to the X in the upper right corner and choose to remove the recording from the current slide. If you want to start over on recording for all of your slides, you can also choose to remove the recordings from all slides, but you probably won't need to do this. You can also add markings to your slide as you record by using the toolbar at the bottom of the window. The audience will see you make markings in real time, as you can see me doing now. You can exit the recording window by pushing the small X in the upper right corner. Your recordings will be attached to your PowerPoint slides, which you'll be able to see by the transparent speaker icon in the lower right corner of your slide. This speaker icon will not be visible to your audience on your slides in your final video. You should save your PowerPoint periodically throughout this process to make sure you don't lose any of your work. Once you have recorded your talk on all slides and are happy with each slide's recording, you can export it as a video by selecting the Export to Video button in the Record tab. You will automatically be brought to this screen where you want to keep the defaults of Full HD 1080p and use record timings and narrations. Then choose Create Video, where you will be prompted to save your video to your computer. Save your video as your last name, first name, title of your presentation, and make sure you are saving it as an MPEG-4 video or an MP4 video. It'll take several minutes to create your video, and you can see its progress at the bottom of your PowerPoint window. Once your video has been created, you can open the file and watch it in your computer's video player. If you're unhappy with any section of the video, simply go back to that slide in your PowerPoint, go to the Recording tab, clear the recordings for that slide, and re-record, and go through the same process of exporting and creating your video. If you have any general questions about the symposium, please email mcolesritchie@grandcanyontrust.org. If you have specific questions about anything covered in this video, there are several resources about recording in PowerPoint online. You can also contact me, Caitlin Martin, at caitlin@gsenm.org. You can also find our emails in the YouTube video notes below. Thank you, and I look forward to watching each of your presentations at the symposium.